Hi viewers, this is Dr. Athar Mansoor from Tracks. So today we are making our first video for the new year 2026. Viewers, it's my experience that many people, rather several people I have met in my personal and professional lives, they make New Year resolutions. These resolutions, in fact, are part of their goals which they would like to achieve during a particular year. So we come across social media posts where people post their New Year resolutions, and sometimes they share informally with their social circle. Another of my experiences is that people tend to forget them very quickly. So by the end of January, usually, if you ask people what resolutions they made for themselves or what goals did they set for themselves, they would be kind of blank and they would tend to forget. So it's kind of just fashionable to set for yourself New Year resolutions or goals and then post them or share them through your social media platform or through informal communication. But today's video is very important because in today's video, as I mentioned, it is the first video from the platform of Tracks for year 2026. Moreover, it is going to help you and assist you and facilitate you in understanding the importance of goals and what steps, concrete steps, you should be taking to achieve your goals for a particular year. Because this would not only be satisfying for you, not only be fulfilling for you, but it would help you move towards, something really meaningful in life. So first of all, I would like to share my one big goal for this year, which is to complete my research related to the innovation workforce and its contribution towards innovation and innovation development, especially for manufacturing sectors of the world. I started researching on this area about a year ago, and then I realized that I was unable to move at a pace where I could produce something tangible. So as 2025 closed, I set for myself the goal that I would, within 2026, achieve meaningful progress and publish something really impactful in this domain so that I can improve the manufacturing sector across the world. And for this, I have set for myself some milestones, which I'm going to review quarterly so that I can keep a track of how I am progressing towards this big goal for myself, which is a professional goal. So now moving towards my guest, Daniyal, how are you today?
Sir, I'm very good, thank you, and a happy new year to all the people watching this video.
Right, Daniel. Daniel, thank you so much. You always take time out for these useful videos. You look very fresh. I guess you are returning from a foreign trip, and it's very evident on your face. I think you must have gone to somewhere in East Asia because the way you are, the freshness on your face is depicting that you have been to some good country and you have spent good vacation time with your family. Anyways, I'm going to come to that topic in a subsequent video. But before that, I would request you to start shedding some light on this important topic of why goals are important, how to achieve them. But before that, please share, like I have shared my own goal for this year, professional goal. You can also share your own goal, one or two goals maybe, for the audience, so that, or for the viewers, so that they can understand that how concrete goals must be set for a person should set them for themselves.
Sir, you're absolutely right. I just came back from vacations, and sir, coming on to goals, yes. So one of the goals, as we were discussing, one of our mutual goals is to make sure that we do more videos for 2026. Basically help increase the frequency. And as for my professional goal, as you know, so I'm in the consulting world. So I plan on working on So I'm currently working on helping improve the competitive environment of Pakistan via regulations, and so I'm working on that. And hopefully by the I'm working with different ministries. So my goal is by the next 3 months I'm able to complete this, and hopefully I'm preparing a report which will help Pakistan encourage its competitiveness ranking. So this is these two goals I'm working on.
Great. Thank you, Daniel, for sharing your goals for this year, including that of making more videos from the platform of Tracks. Definitely, viewers, it's a platform which we are trying to utilize to disseminate information, useful information and knowledge, so that people can benefit from that. Anyways, Daniel, coming to my second question, which is, as I mentioned at the outset in the video, that people tend to forget their resolutions or their goals, and it's just about a matter of a month or so that they are in a kind of a clueless kind of a domain. So please let the viewers know what 3 or 4 actions or steps or measures they must take. They may not, they must take, right? So it's not may, it's must. They must take so that they stay on track and they are able to achieve their goals, which in fact eventually is going to boost their morale, improve their motivation, and give meaning to their life, which is very important. And they can eventually move towards kind of self-actualization as per Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because it's very important that you are able to achieve what you are capable of, right? So achieving your true potential is something which is very important for someone who is leading a meaningful life. So kindly share the 3 or 4 measures or steps or actions you would suggest to the viewers. Thank you.
In my opinion, if you want to make this the best year of your life, you have to set your goals and achieve them. And the number one reason, the number one factor why goals fail is because a majority of the goals are unclear, unrealistic, or too broad. So the first point is goals have to be realistic. The most three common goals are, losing weight, changing careers, or moving to a different location. So if you take a deep look into this, these are not goals. These are pressure statements. When you say you have to lose weight, you are very unclear because you don't know how many. You don't tell yourself how much you have to lose. You don't tell yourself which body part you want to focus on. For example, it's 10 times better to say that I want to lose 5 kgs by November 2026 rather than just saying I want to lose weight. Similarly, for example, if you want to change your job or profession, that's very unclear, and that is you're being unrealistic on yourself. So it's better to say that I want to switch away from accounting and I want to move into, say, consulting, or I want to move into, say, content writing. You have to give yourself that specificity, otherwise it will not work. For example, another thing I would focus on, a lot of people use two words, always or never, in their goals, like I will never smoke again, or I will always run on Mondays. Don't do this, because always or never creates undue pressure on yourself. What happens is, if you miss one day, your entire mood will change and you will think that, oh, my goal is no longer possible. So avoid these two words, always and never, and set goals that are realistic. Break them down into specific parts, write them down and be very clear about them. That will help you visualize. And just don't make vague statements, because at the end of the day, when you make vague statements, what will happen is after 1 2 months you'll forget about it, and then you'll wait for the new year to start. So my advice is, if you have to be more comfortable with your goals, break them down into specific parts and be very very specific. Don't say want to lose weight, say how many kgs or what body part you want to focus on. Number two is, sir, planning for relapse. What happens is, we make plans for our best selves. Like when we're in a good mood, when we're having a very good day, we make plans. But what happens when we are not performing to our optimal condition? What happens when we have a very bad day at work, or when we don't have the perfect day? A lot of people tend to mess this up. So always give yourself that space. For example, if you're having a tough day at office, you probably can't work on your side hustle. And if your goal is to working on a side hustle, then you will think, oh, I did not work on that side hustle, and now my goal will not be achieved. So if you're having a hard day at work, be patient. The goal is to be persistent, not have a perfect day. You will never have 7 perfect days in the week. You will have 1 or 2 days, but the goal is to be persistent. The objective of the goal is not perfection, but it is be consistent over a longer period of time so that you can achieve your goals. So you have to plan for bad days and give yourself enough space so that if you're not able to achieve, if you're having a bad day, that doesn't affect your goals. Number three, so stack your habits. I came across a very good article which says how to stack your habits. So stacking your habit is, for example, when you link your new behavior to something that is already in your routine. For example, if I'll come back on that losing weight issue, say you don't have time. When you brush your teeth in the morning, what you do is you do 10 push-ups after this. So brushing your teeth is something that you do every day. That is non-negotiable. So immediately after that, do 10 push-ups. That way you won't forget. You'll put in the reps in and you'll stack your healthy habits. So whatever established routine you have, just incorporate some habits into this. Similarly, if you are at your job and if you say you want to improve your presentation skills, but you don't have time, so immediately after your lunch break, take 10 minutes and focus on developing those skills. So this is called stacking your habits. The rationale behind this reason is that you set your environment for success. Your environment also determines how successful you are. So if you make your environment favorable amongst you, you'll more probably be able to achieve your goals. And number four, so make it positive. Research says that in the long run, if you do something that you're not aligned with, you will probably not achieve your goals. So always make your habits positive, be optimistic, and always in the long run, you be willing, set a goal that you're inclined towards. Don't set goals that you hate or you're just setting for society, because if you set goals for anyone other than you, you'll probably fail. So make your goals favorable, be positive, set small, don't radically change. For example, if you're 100 pounds, you can't expect to lose 20-30 pounds in a week. Don't do that. Be positive, be optimistic, hopeful, set smaller goals, and if you use these 4 steps, hopefully you will achieve them, and 26 will be a best the hopefully the best year of your life.
Wow, Daniel, thank you so much. I think viewers, Daniel has dissected the topic very well, and he has broken down for you these the strategy into 4 or 5 actions. Especially, I like the stacking. The stacking part is very good. So just as he, just for the sake of making the concept simpler and easily understandable, he clubbed it with brushing your teeth. So something which is essential for everyone, and you can't skip it because it's something which is related to personal hygiene. And if you stack your push-ups or you stack something which is important for you for achievement of that goal which you have set for yourself, I think this will make life easier for you. And lastly, I think, Daniel, I also loved the way you explained being positive, being optimistic. It's very important, viewers. Life should be all about optimism. Life is hope. Even in hopeless conditions, people with optimism would come out successful out of that situation. So I assure you. So it's very important that you should leave aside pessimism in 2026. If you have any smallest iota of that pessimism inside you, stay positive, stay energetic, stay passionate, stay ambitious, stay goal oriented, stay focused, stay as keep yourself as a person who would stay persistent, which Daniel also mentioned. So perseverance is something very important. In fact, Daniel and I are graduates of a school in Lahore. The motto of that school is perseverance commands success. So it's very important. Since my childhood, I've been taught this as the motto of the school, and I realized that over a period of time, I have developed that habit where, despite facing short runs or short-term setbacks, I don't lose hope. And I stay positive, I stay optimistic. And I guess same is the case with Danial. And that is why we make up good team at Tracks and we try to disseminate our knowledge. So viewers, thank you so much. Danial, thank you so much. I'm really grateful. You always share your knowledge and you share the information in a very kind of a simple manner so that it is easily understandable, and you always are very candid, frank, and open in discussing the points and your life experiences and the knowledge you have accumulated by working locally in Pakistan as well as abroad. So Danial, don't forget, we have to do another video. The video which has fresh, it's going to be something which will tell the viewers why are you looking so fresh, mashallah. So we'll go to that video, viewers, very soon. Stay tuned for more. Join Tracks.